guys, today I am reacting to LIGHTSUM perform Cherry by Itzy. Uh, God. See, there's so many groups debuting. Let me see which one's LIGHTSUM. I just know I like them. I can't remember what they sing. Do they sing Purple? I always do this. I do this every time. I'm like, are they the group that sings Purple? And it's like never the group that sings Purple. Oh, Vanilla Nilla Nilla. I remember Alive. I remember Alive. Yeah, that was my song. And I remember Vivis. Who the hell sings Purple? It's like, I see purple, purple, purple. Can someone let me know? Because it's getting depressing. Like, I'm gonna have to go back to my K-pop playlist. Because that's my song. What is it, like Woo-Wah or a group? Anyways, back to the video. Let's watch them perform this. Because I feel like Cherry is a song that can really showcase how talented you are. And it takes, like, charisma. Any Itzy song is going to take charisma. Because let's be honest. Some of their title tracks are questionable. And if it wasn't for those girls being iconic. Anyways. So, yeah. Let's play and see what the girls got. I do love, that being said, I don't think Itzy's songs are like bad. I actually really enjoy Itzy and their music. I think it's fun. I think it's part of their concept and their brand and sound as a group. And for the moment, they're still a young group, so it's like, anyways. I love Cherry. Oh my god, I love Cherry so much. I need to react to some stuff from their Japanese comeback because that was good. I will react to that. I'll get to it. Don't worry. But I mean, this also just kind of goes to show that Itzy is not a part of this generation of debuting groups. People try to sometimes clump them in that category because they're similar in age. Okay. But they're like, these girls obviously look up to them and stuff. Okay, I don't think they need to be lip syncing, but okay. She might be my favorite. Not sure, we'll see. They're dancing their butts off. Okay. Great. They're good. Here's the thing that always made me mad about these type of little videos. And they're doing them a lot with these newer generations of K-pop groups. They'll do videos like this, and the girls will look so awesome and so cool. For instance, Stacy they used to do a lot of videos like this. But the songs that they're doing are completely like a 180 from their own concept. And then it just makes you want to see them in that concept more, and then you'll like never get that. Then these will be the only crumbs you get of that, and it makes me so frustrated. Cause it's like they're capable, and also this looks like it's somewhat of their element. I feel like every girl group should have one like cunt song, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, but let's finish this. I like her headband, it was cute. Okay, they're eating. Okay. Okay, facial expressions. I also realized that like the video director, how they move the camera plays into some of these dance videos as well. They're giving. Right. Okay. Oh. Okay, Rujin and Yeji. That's how they be dancing. If that's not Reggie. I just said Reggie. Yeah, Itzy our mothers. I'm sorry. And they're so young. Their impact. They ate that. Now, can we get that for a comeback so I can actually remember what title tracks they have? Because I like the girls clearly, but we need something memorable. We need something iconic. Now we see that they can do it, so let's show it. I don't know what label they're from, but let's do it. Let's do it. I even see that I look at. I even watched it. I don't remember that song. So I'm gonna try to react to more stuff like this on my channel, because this is also why when I come on here I'm like, what group is this, blah blah blah, because I remember I used to watch a whole bunch of stuff like this, and that's what we would like solidify me as a fan of a group. I'd be like, oh my god, this is so cool. Like, other than interesting title tracks, a lot of the content like this would make me be like, oh my god, I really like this group now. I really like this particular member. So I'm gonna try to react to more stuff like that on this channel. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know the name of those girls, because I don't know how many members are in LIGHTSUM, but let me know who those 3 girls are. And if they haven't had a comeback already, I hope they do come back. But I don't know how comebacks are looking, especially given the fact that like award seasons are coming up. So it feels as though, I guess you can still have a comeback around this, like literally at the same time as an award season. But I would also feel as though you want to have a song that has already been out and like people are already listening to and it's climbing the charts, and then you want to perform it at the award shows. Like, you usually want to perform like your biggest song or whatever. So yeah, I guess if people would be gearing for a comeback, it'd be like between now and November. I already see some award shows starting too, so, and also award shows are kind of dead, so who cares? If you want to come back, then come back. But I feel as though, especially for the 4th gen groups, it seems like they're slowing down with the comebacks and gearing more for a 2023 comeback slash release. I don't think we're going to see a lot of 4th gen groups come out anymore. There might be some debuts or something, but I think that'll be it, which makes sense because they're like giving them space to actually debut, because with this oversaturation of these girl groups, how can anybody debut and make a name? Even like, there's a lot of really good groups coming out, but you can't like really attach yourself to anybody because another really good group comes out, and then, like, no offense, but a lot of these groups like don't have that much that makes them unique. And I was always trying to like stray away from saying stuff like that or being critical in here, because these girls are really young and they work really hard and they're all really talented, and my mind changes often about things, and I hate being like critical of these kind of things. So sometimes I think people will be like bullies and put it under the guise of criticism, but I think like these new groups coming out, and that's always been somewhat of a problem with K-pop, right? They always want to follow trends and stuff, but if you've learned anything, look at New Jeans. New Jeans came back and completely broke the mold, and they just tried something completely different, a different sound, a different look, like even down to their styling, they look different. It's crazy. You'll see an outfit and then you'll see it on like another idol, which is like, okay, that's cool, but that just goes to show how much like they're like, oh, this is trendy, so then like everybody wears a certain outfit or a certain style, whereas New Jeans is doing their own thing. And not only, yes, of course, being different is a marketing tactic, but they're also good. So, and we can tell that they're good, but we want to actually pay attention to them, because when we see them, we're like, oh, who's that? I've never seen these girls before. So I feel like that's the issue I'm having with these 4th gen groups, is like, I need them to have some type of character and individuality. Even like with Billy, I really liked Billy and I loved their debut, and I like their ballad stuff and like their more mid-tempo kind of things. Like, it reminds me of One of These Nights EP from Red Velvet. And I haven't reacted to I think they had a recent release, but I'm not sure. But their recent stuff is like kind of catering more towards this new trendy stuff, and it makes me really sad, because I was like, oh, they really had something and they were really different. And they have like the one member who has really great facial expressions on stage, and people made fun of her for it, and I was like, so now we're making fun of people for being good at their job, which is performing? Because it's the fact that these new groups lack so much charisma, or you're not even allowed to like stray away from the choreo in any sense, whereas back in the day, you were allowed to do that more. You're not allowed to change the vocals up or anything like that. So people are shocked by this girl doing anything. Yeah, it's insane. But I'm on a rant, but basically, I'm just trying to say that's why I didn't really remember reacting to LIGHTSUM, even though I have. Also, I have a poor memory. But I never forget New Jeans. And they released like 5 songs for their debut, and I was like, oh my god, this is so overwhelming. But guess what? I know each song. I know the melody in my head. I can name it. Even my boyfriend can. Like, he's a New Jeans stan. That's crazy. When my boyfriend likes things, that's when I know. I'm like, okay. But yeah. So that's what I want to see in the year of 2023 from these new generation girl groups, is like solidify your concept but also leave room to grow and stuff like that. People were upset. I'm on a little bit of rant again, but people were upset that, what was it, Ive. So I saw something, people were like, oh well, Ive, like, after, like, is catering to this retro sound, and everybody was like, well, I missed their previous sound. And I'm like, geez Louise, people really don't let the girls grow or let them experiment new things, honestly. Even with Stacy, like, people, apparently Beautiful Monster was not very popular. And I get it, it's a mid-tempo track. This is my opinion on Beautiful Monster. Beautiful Monster should have been a B-side. I don't think it's a bad song. I don't think it's title track worthy though. I do think that Stacy needs better B-sides. Like, I'm sorry, none of their B-sides are amazing. None of their B-sides, I'll sit there and listen to them and be like, whoa, this should have been the title track. Like, what happened to that era of B-sides? Like, why are we not getting good B-sides anymore like that? So, Beautiful Monsters, like I said, it should have been a B-side. It should have been one of those really good B-sides that people love, that closed out an album. It should not have been a title track. And I don't care about it being a mid-tempo or a slower song, not following the hyper pop aesthetic or concept that they fit with their sound. Because honestly, I was getting a little bit tired of it. Obviously, it's catchy, it's a bop every time. But my favorite will still be like So Bad. I like that more so sound from them. And I think they were getting to the point where like those 3 releases were sounding really similar. Like ASAP, Stereotype, and Run to You. Run to You sounds a little bit different, but like they all sound somewhat similar. And I do think that Beautiful Monster was needed. Like, look, they hated on Jesus Christ, right? Like, Beautiful Monster was needed. And like when they come back, I think they're gonna have, fingers crossed, we're gonna see a new side or like an evolution of Stacy. You know what I mean? And same thing happened with Twice. When they started changing up their music, when more and more came out, the fandom was really divisive, and people were like, either didn't like it, or the real onces stood by and they were like, yeah, like, and that's to say that I think you can be critical of music that your fave releases, but these people are like, I'm not a part of the fandom anymore. Like, I'm like, geez, maybe you were never a fan. But yeah, for more came out, people didn't like it. People didn't really like I Can't Stop Me. People, what else did they release after that? And I get it, because Fancy and Feel Special era with like Trick It and Love Again and all that kind of stuff, and Love Foolish and all that. Like, Mama wrote that, Queen. But anyways, that was such an iconic era. Not only was it an iconic era, but like that, whenever I hear those songs, like, I just feel some kind of way, like this feeling of nostalgia comes over me. I don't know, like, those songs elicit this really warm feeling for me. And that was around the time where like Mina got really sick and she had to stop, and then she came back, and like, I don't know, and like Feel Special came out, and I was like, oh my god, I was like crying. But seriously, after that era, people were just kind of like, ugh. Like, that was it. Like, Fancy was their best song or whatever. And I don't think that's true. I think Talk That Talk is like it's like Fancy's distant cousin. I really love Talk That Talk, and I can't wait to see what else Twice does. And I think what I'm trying to say here is this shift in their sound that people didn't really like needed to happen in order for them to get to where they are, if that makes sense. Not only for an audience, because they couldn't just come out with a new sound, people would really be turned off by it, and a new image and all this stuff. They wanted to work their way up to it, which makes sense. It makes sense for an artist's growth, and also makes sense for people watching it. Because people are always going to be opposed to change no matter what. But if it's gradual, it's like a little better, I suppose. But that being said, yeah, I think that's the same for Stacy as well. And I think that's also why you see a lot of these groups do the same trend following songs, because they're trying to play it safe rather than do something distinct that will actually be good for them and their growth in the long run. And it's interesting because the lady who takes care of New Jeans and is in charge of the sub label that New Jeans is under, I don't know if they're under it or if she's just like the creative director of them, and then she also runs the sub label for that company, but she did the concepts over at SM. So she's like she was in charge of a lot of really popular concepts over there pertaining to FX and Red Velvet. So sad that Espa like just did not get to work with her. But she talked about how like some of her ideas of creating New Jeans, they're really interesting, and she talks about how like she's okay, she's not really here for the charts, that she's more so about the development of the group and making them a really good group, and she doesn't care if that means releasing like certain things that people may not like. And you can even tell like with their CD packaging, they're like little jean purses, like they're so cute, you know. So I don't know, I need to see more. And I guess that inspired this whole rant in me because that was so cute and that was so good, and the girls are talented. Like, I want to see it. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in my next video. I'll be reacting more to LIGHTSUM because now I'm like, and after I ranted because of them, how could I not have some kind of connection to them, right? So I'm going to have to react to more stuff from them and get familiar with the group. Let me know who's your favorite member, some videos that I should react to from them. I might do like a helpful guide or something. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.